I'm here at the Fnatic HQ with Tekkz, Donovan Hunt. Obviously your name is Tekkz. Donovan, thank you so much for inviting me down to Fnatic. It's a great facility and you've just kept my on FIFA as well, which is always nice. But how are you, first of all?
No, I'm good, especially after that 7-1 victory.
Yeah, it was a bit humbling. I've got to admit, that experience was quite humbling. But I wanted to talk to you about last season, because I know we spoke at the end of last season, about just before the FIFA World Cup and everything. Like, how was last season for you overall, do you think?
You know, last season, like, the potential was there. The potential was there. Like, going up until the final stage of ECO, like, I was, from, like, January to, like, when was it? Like, May, June sometime? Yeah. I was the best, but there was a month period where there was no tournaments just before that ECO, right? And I didn't really play for the month. And I thought I'd get back in the game and I'll just pick up from where I left off. And I never got it back. Yeah. So I went to ECO, like, came, like, third, I think. And then I never managed to like recapture like my first in the world from like the few months before. So like there was like a month break I took and it finished me. Yeah. So what I've learned is to no breaks from the game this year, and I'll get to where I need to be.
Coming into FIFA 23, I don't know if you agree with this, but I think it's like probably the biggest leap generationally in terms of the way the game feels and like the different metas and stuff. Is that something you agree with, and have you coped with that as well?
Yeah, like, the meta is a bit different this year. Like it's got the FIFA 21 meta in step overs. You got an outside the foot shot, which is more FIFA 19-ish, just like
as I learned,
just from like shooting outside the box. So there's like a few different things going on. You got through balls. So like, if you can master all of them and like get good at them, like you'll be one of the best players in the world. So like, I just need to get good at the meta and be myself, and hopefully. We regained first in the world.
Yeah. And there's the whole lengthy meta as well. Is that something that you're really pushing for as well with your squad this year? You thinking about that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Me and my team had a tournament the other day, and if you're not lengthy, you're not in the team. unless your name's R9, if you're not lengthy, you're not in the team. Like a whole defense lengthy, home and field lengthy. Like it's just, yeah, you don't want to get outpaced, do you? Especially with how good through balls are. Like, defenders need to be quick.
Yeah, but it feels like you're almost, it's like a scientific mathematical equation sometimes, like working out like the chemistry style that certain players need to have and stuff. How is that? How do you cope with that as a player in terms of picking the players that you want and then seeing actually the player I really like, I can't have him on my team because he's not lengthy?
Now what you do is you load up footbin.
Okay. Yeah.
And you just look at the player and look at their chem styles. Can they get lengthy? If so, you're in the team. If not, you're out of the team.
Simple as
like,
that.
When has Erling Haaland ever been usable in FIFA? He hasn't. And this year, he's a good player. Yeah. He's one of the best. He's one of the hardest to defend. So yeah, no, lengthy.
Not for me.
Lengthy is, but lengthy is key.
Yeah, and obviously with the start of every new FIFA, you kind of get to grips with like the different. Do you feel like it suits your playing style this year or not?
What suits my playing style is when there's no easy ways in behind. I like to press high. Yeah. So like when there's an easy way in behind, like last year through balls were quite good as well. So like it's easy. If it's easy getting behind, I get exposed. So like I need to like tame down my press a little bit and sort of just play to the game strengths, which is key for me. So I don't really think it suits my strengths. Like skill moves, you can't change skill moves. You can bring back change skill moves from like FIFA 19. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it don't suit me, but I'll make it work.
Yeah, it feels like there's a skill gap there where you pro players like yourself, they like to have that because obviously it makes it's something you can practice and hone, and then that makes you stick out from the crowd, because if you practice something and then you get good at that, then that differentiates you from other players. Is it frustrating sometimes that you can't have that sometimes in FIFA?
Like for me, what annoys me is that what is so important now in FIFA is set pieces, and I'm really bad at set pieces. But if you look at all the top players, like your Tugas, your Matthias Banana, Nicholas, they're all really good at set pieces, and like I'm not. So like, I lost a game last year to Nicholas in the Champions League purely because of a new set piece that you learn. So like, if I can knuckle down and learn set pieces and just score bad goals and easy goals from them, I think set pieces is where I'm going to try to get better this year.
So you got to practice set pieces.
Yeah, that's it. Just sit down and set pieces.
And in terms of like, I know obviously talent is also a massive differentiator between someone like yourself and me, obviously, as you can see with the scoreline. But I wanted to like delve into more of the psychological aspects of it. Like, what separates you from like a normal FIFA player like myself? Like, what separates us in terms of what's different about your mentality?
I don't really know, to be honest. No. It's just like, when you're good, in your head you know you're good, and if you're bad, you're like, I'm not gonna beat this guy. He's way better than me. Do you know what I mean? So like, being good at the game just comes with like a better mentality. But like, separating from like a top level player to like a bit of a mid pro FIFA player.
Yeah.
Like, there's such a mentality level where it's like,
yeah.
for me, if I go into a lobby against anyone, like, say the best guy at the time, like FIFA 21 Anders, the best player on FIFA 21 by an absolute mile. I messaged him. I said, "Let's play." Do you know what I mean? I want to play that. Do you know what I mean? I think I'll beat you. Yeah. He did it in my messenger, but like, you know what I mean? Yeah. He didn't want it. But like, I do want to, like, for me, I always want to play the people that are doing best at the times to prove to myself that I'm better than you. You know what I mean? So but then other pro FIFA players are like, oh no, I want to avoid you. Like in champs, they're backing out if they see your name in the lobby. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. And is it sometimes comes down to like specific moments in games? If you find yourself like 0-0, like we were saying earlier, if you find yourself 1-0 down, it's how you cope with that pressure of having to score that goal, or does that differentiate people as well? Do you think in the pro scene? Yeah,
that's what I've got worse at over time though. I think, which I need to get back on track. Like going 1-0 down is nothing. Like in my best FIFA season on FIFA 19, like I went 2-0 down. Every game, like every game, it was like a known thing in the 15. Like, Tekkz goes 2-0 down, no problem. I'll come back, like second leg. But like now, if I go down, and if you go down, like I'm panicking a little bit. There's no need to panic. So now it's just about staying calm and then just wait until like the last 10-15 minutes and then go for the game. But you can't start rushing it with like 60 minutes left because it's just not going to work.
Yeah. Well, obviously we've got ePremier as well coming up. He's going to represent Liverpool. Is that what you're hoping to do?
Yeah, I hope so. Like 5th year in a row, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully, well, I come final. No, I won, and then Xbox final, and then semi-final, I think, and then a quarter-final. So I'm going downhill. But at the last ePrem, I blame my teammate, right? I won every game.
So you won the first one, and then this one might be the last one, because of obviously what's happening with FIFA and EA Sports FC. Is that something that you're in your head, you're thinking, oh, if I won the first one, it'd be nice to win the last one as well?
I haven't even thought about it being the last one, but I've got one under the belt. So if I don't win it, so be it. But EA Sports FC, I'm excited for that. The comp scene, I think, is going to change a lot because they don't have the FIFA holding them back anymore. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Like, very excited.
And the E-World Cup as well, it might be the last ever FIFA E-World Cup because obviously it's FIFA branded as well. And that's one like trophy that I think we talked about. It's just that one trophy that's kind of eluded you over the years, whereas like you're not in the best of form or there's just something happens, a bit of luck in the tournament. Is that something that you're looking at this year as something to target, do you think?
Hopefully there is no more FIFA E-World Cup. That's just bad memories for me. But nah, obviously that's the one you want to win. This year, I just felt like I got unlucky. Like in the games, this is what happens at every World Cup game, right? It's best of one groups. Like all the tournaments are best of two, Swiss style. So it's like you win 3 before you lose 3, basically. But in these groups, I always first 10 minutes I'm on top. I miss my chances. I'm 1-0 down. Miss some more chances, 2-0 down. It's like, okay, I need to pull it back, and I just draw far too many games, and I don't know what to do to change it. But hopefully one day at World Cup it just clicks.
Yeah.
And I perform, but
need a bit of luck sometimes, don't you? Even in like professional settings. Like if you look at football, like there's so much luck involved in.
Luck is everything, especially in the way FIFA's played now. Like it's sort of getting taken over by defensive players, like the South Americans, like just sitting back and defending. So it's like you need the luck to score like a goal, like a bounce, a set piece. As I'm saying, like you need something else in the locker to score rather than just doing skills.
And yet, that brings me on to like if there's any casual players watching like myself who want to play like you or want to play like a pro or just want to improve their game, what would you say are some tips from one of the best in the world? How would you go about giving them tips on how to improve their game?
The best tip I can give is just learn the effective skill moves. Because ultimately, what's the most important thing in FIFA is scoring goals. So if you can just learn the effective skill moves, like your McGeady cancels, your roulette, your elasticos, you'll just become a much, much better player and learn when to use them. And that's just the most effective way to win and score goals. So.
What about tactics though?
Tactics don't mean that much.
No?
Because
that's what people ask for, isn't it?
Yeah, tactics. Tactics. I release my tactics on YouTube. These are your favourite tactics. Why would you release your tactics? Well, it's tactics. Anyone can play tactics. It's about who's on the sticks. You know what I mean? So tactics don't mean that much. It's all just in gameplay.
Yeah. So learn the skill moves, practice them, and try and make sense of them in game, and try and get.
Yeah, just learn how to use them effectively.
Well, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Tekkz, and best luck for the rest of the season.